Hello everyone and welcome to Bizz. During his two-day visit to Switzerland, Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal raised a very important concern about China's export restriction on rare earth minerals. He said, and I quote, "This situation serves as a wake-up call for all those who have become over-reliant on certain geographies." He also detailed that it's a wake-up call for the whole world that you need trusted partners in your supply chain. Goyal acknowledged that such restrictions could pose short-term challenges for India's automotive as well as white goods sector. However, in the thick of the talks, he also confirmed that the country is looking forward to exploring alternative supply chains. But the big question is, why is India even looking forward to exploring alternative supply chains? Can't the things go as they are? Well, concerning the ongoing geopolitical tensions and uncertainties, it's better to shift gears and be more proactive. Therefore, before jumping into conclusion, let's try to understand the nitty-gritty of the overall issue by answering one simple question. What are rare earth minerals and why did China in the first place impose restrictions on the exports of these minerals? Well, rare earth minerals are a combination of 17 elements which includes scandium, yttrium and lanthanides. They are found deep down in Earth's crust. These minerals are used in smartphones, missiles, flat-screen TVs, AVs, MRI scanners and many more. For instance, heavy rare earths like dysprosium are used to make heavy resistant magnets for missiles and EVs. Interestingly, China produces about 60 to 80% of the rare earth minerals worldwide, giving it an upper hand in the world's most crucial supply chain. But an important point to note here is that these minerals, which are so-called rare, are actually available in abundance around the world. However, their concentration levels are very low in many ores. This in turn makes their processing and extraction related mechanism a costly affair. Moreover, such extractions can leave a detrimental impact on the environment too. In April, China imposed restrictions on 7 rare earth metals and similar magnets in retaliation to Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs on Chinese imports. Countries were now required to furnish certain documents and import licenses to purchase these minerals from China. This move by Beijing caused an uproar in the automotive sector as well as the business associations across the world. Experts warned that such restrictions could bring manufacturing to a standstill. However, in the recently concluded US-China trade talks, Beijing agreed to supply US companies with magnets and rare earth metals while Washington retreated from its threats to revoke visas of Chinese students. However, it should be noted that this agreement is yet to receive a go-ahead from US President Donald Trump and Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping. Now, as our Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal expressed his concern regarding the over-reliance on China, he also emphasized that the country is building alternative supply chains. So the question is, what are the opportunities that India can explore in this regard? Is it really self-reliant to produce enough rare earth minerals for its requirements? Well, India has the third largest reserves of rare earth minerals, followed by China and Brazil. States like Kerala, Odisha and Tamil Nadu are rich in monazite, which is a key mineral source for both thorium and neodymium. Neodymium is a rare earth element used in creating powerful magnets. These magnets are used in electric vehicles, wind turbines, medical devices and other electrical devices. Whereas thorium has several industrial applications. It is used as an additive to improve the strength of magnesium. In fact, India sits with the world's 25% thorium reserves. However, despite being gifted with such resources, India has never been successful in tapping into this opportunity. It couldn't take the next step to create such a kind of ecosystem and become an industry leader. On the other hand, China saw this opportunity and started building a robust industrial ecosystem for mining, processing and refining these minerals in the 1990s. Additionally, Beijing also sold these rare minerals at much cheaper prices, making it difficult for new players to enter the market. India sat on the fence and relied more on China to fulfill its requirements. In fact, the country imports about 80 to 90% of its rare earth needs from China. For the fiscal year ended March 31st, India's automotive sector imported around 460 tons of rare earth magnets and as per industry estimates, these imports are set to touch 700 tons, worth $30 million this year. So, as the times are changing with respect to the geopolitical developments, India is pretty much vulnerable to external shocks in this regard. Therefore, the country can look forward to exploring various other opportunities to diversify its supply chain. Now, let's have a look at how India can solve this problem. Number 1. Creating a suitable infrastructure. There is a dire need for investments in certain technologies and infrastructure to refine rare earths in the country. The government must encourage public-private partnerships in mining and processing. Additionally, the government must also utilize PSUs like Indian Rare Earths Limited or IREL to explore more rare earth rich deposits via modern survey techniques. Number 2. Invite more private participants. In 2023, India opened its doors to private companies to explore opportunities in extracting critical minerals and strategic minerals, including rare earths. Before this time frame, mining of such minerals was only allowed to PSUs like IREL. For instance, companies like Vedanta Group via Hindustan Zinc have expressed interest in critical minerals. Number 3. Signing international collaborations. India has engaged in various international partnerships and MOUs to eliminate its dependence on China. In 2022, India's Kabul and Australia's CMFO signed an MOU worth $6 million to collaborate on critical minerals. In 2023, India also joined Mineral Security Partnership MSP, a US-led alliance of 14 countries. This was done to diversify and secure global supply chains while reducing its dependence on China. So, what are your views on this issue? Do share your thoughts on the comment section and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Bizz.